Today, we are checking out Rick Beato's video, which is about Nothing Lasts Forever. Rick Beato is known for being controversial, one of those type people, kind of like me. People consider me controversial. So let's check it out. Let's react to it.
Nothing is forever. I watched a YouTube video recently that a friend of mine, Matt Goval, did where he talked about the lifespan of a YouTube career, which is typically 5 to 7 years for a successful channel. I just hit my 6th anniversary, as a matter of fact.
5 to 6 years. 5 to 6 years. Well, let's keep going.
I want to take you back to 2013 in my previous career as a music producer. So my wife Nina was about to have our youngest daughter Layla. So we have Dylan, Lennon, and Layla. Layla's now 9. And I remember saying to her, I can't be producing bands when I'm 60 years old.
That's a very interesting take, because I think a lot of the younger cats, because I see it all the time, and I'm pretty sure all you gray hair old gang, you know, that watch the channel can agree that nobody's going to do the same thing for a long time.
60 years old right now. Now I know what I'm going to be doing when I'm 60. I didn't know that there was this career ahead of me, which happens to be my 4th career. My first career was as a college professor from 1987 to 1992. And then from 1994 to 1999, I taught at a local music store here called Buckhead Music.
So to add context to this video, I know I'm interrupting and whatnot. I'm actually from Georgia, or, you know, I've lived out here the vast majority of my life. I was born in Germany. But, you know, it's kind of cool to see someone from the city actually be out and about and doing well on YouTube. It's always great to see people, no matter, you know, what style of music or whatever type of community that you're from, you know, doing big things.
1999 until I started this channel, I was a music producer. In 2014, I joined the school board at Dylan and Lennon School, and people would ask me what I do for a living, and I said, I'm a music producer. Something happened that year. So we did not have a lot of work at the time because rock music was becoming out of vogue, and there were just very few projects. So I was doing projects with singer-songwriters, doing writing. I had my #1 country song during the time. I'm going to get Ken to make guitar videos with some friends of mine. One of them was Rhett, who was an intern here. Another one is Dave Honorato that you've seen on this channel many times.
I never knew that the other big YouTube channels that I watch in the guitar sphere were tied into him. That's pretty dope.
So the idea was make these videos, put them up on YouTube, and then the guys can sell them a la carte or whatever. So I paid Ken to make videos in Final Cut Pro like I do now, but I wasn't in the videos. Okay, so we made 100 of these, and we sold 1. It just didn't.
I'm in the same rut myself. Like, I started doing courses at 16levels.com, and that's like one of the things, because, you know, I do the whole entire drum machine joints, and you know, there isn't much of an audience as it is on YouTube, and that's because people don't want to pay. They just want stuff for free, and that's usually the case with everybody. They think, you know, quick problem, quick solution, that solves the problem. And at the end of the day, most people that watch the whole entire videos, no matter how good I do them, they still have questions. And I offer private lessons, and I also offer courses. And those courses would help you, but it is what it is.
Go anywhere. Nobody was interested. We put them up on YouTube. They got no views, and nothing happened with them. 100 videos. We didn't put 100 videos up there, but we finished 100 videos. Ken worked on this for months, for a year, basically up until 2015 in December, when I had this big viral video with my son Dylan. Once that viral video happened, I started going live on Facebook and doing teaching myself. One of the reasons that I did that was that people saw that and said, how does this kid know music theory? And it's like, well, I taught him music theory. He had perfect pitch, but I taught him what modes were, what chords were. And so I thought, I can teach other people this stuff. So I started going on Facebook and doing Facebook Lives. This is when Rhett came to me about 3 weeks after my mom passed away. in June and said, you should start
Damn.
a YouTube channel and do this on YouTube. Actually make videos and not do live streams. So I did my first video on June 8th. Still on the school board of the kids' school. So after a few months, I start making my living as a YouTuber. And then when people would ask me, parents would ask me, what do you do for a living? I would say, I'm a YouTuber. And it was so awkward. It sounded really weird. And they say, you're what?
Real talk, it's kind of hard to tell someone that you're a YouTuber. At least in the early 2000s, it wasn't a thing that people would see as lucrative. And when most people hear YouTuber, then it was you're a loser. Now people actually see the bigger scope because, you know, there's so many damn influencers that are making millions of dollars. And now when I say I make videos on YouTube, people ask me a bajillion questions and get all crazy. And now it's the adverse effect. I'm pretty sure it's double or triple or quadruple that for Rick.
Fast forward to this past weekend when I was in Seattle. I was doing a show. I'm in front of the audience and I said, you know, I used to think of my channel as a music theory channel, music teaching channel, but then I came to realize that I have a music appreciation channel. But as my friend Matt says,
the typical life cycle of a creator only seems to last about 5 to 7 years.
I guess if we are looking at the numbers, the average person between 5 to 7 years, yeah, maybe they quit. And most people, and to give context to even why I'm positing, I've been on YouTube for 15 years, real freaking talking. It actually didn't start like popping until 2020. I would say 2015 is when people started taking notice because I actually understood what people wanted. And then I kind of doubled down on the content. But yeah, it didn't start taking off for me until maybe 2015, but for real, during the pandemic. I don't know, the settlement is there. If you look at the statistics for what they are, there's always exceptions. So, you know, I'm not going to trip on that. But I say it takes longer. Everybody's road is different, to be real.
When you're changing careers, sometimes you just fall into these things. It really freaks my friends out when I say this to them. And they always ask me the same thing. Wait a minute, if so-and-so came to you and named some big band, you wouldn't produce them? And I said, no. Why do you not understand that I have no interest in doing this anymore? In your 20s, you think everything is possible. In your 30s, you start to realize certain things are closed off to you. You're not gonna be a professional athlete if you hadn't been one by then.
Right.
Luckily, I have my brain and I have all these things I've learned in my life about music that I can share with you.
Amen,
which
brother.
I love to do. It's my favorite thing to do.
And that's one of my main things. Like, you know, I'm a little older than a lot of the cats that I rock with, you know, a lot of the dudes that are doing it, you know, professionally or whatnot. And when they do ask me for advice, I kind of feel inclined to, you know, at least chime in to tell them what they could do better. And that's also the main reason why I do beat reviews, because when I see people are making certain mistakes and I know what has held me back in having a music career, yeah, that's, you know, I feel inclined to do that. It's more mentorship than it is just me hating on people's shit. And I think people don't get that at certain times. Like, they just feel like I'm just trying to troll or something like that. And I don't do that for clout, bro. I don't do this for clout at all. I do this because I genuinely care about the music community as a whole.
I joked in my talk in Seattle that my favorite videos to watch on YouTube are squirrel suit videos. You know, the people that dive off these mountains and fly at 200 miles per hour that are completely insane. And then I said the other one is watching videos of YouTubers that are quitting. And everybody laughed.
Guilty! I don't know why people make these types of videos, and I think it has a lot to do with they can't hang, you know? I'm not trying to hate on the younger generation, but I see a lot of cats, they give up really fast, and I'm actually guilty of that myself. I gave up a whole bunch of times, you know? And I just come back and say, fuck it, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah, I'm using a lot of language, bro. I'm a little different than Rick. But yeah, I'm one of those type people that, hey, you know, it is what it is. Let's get it. Like, I take it bad with the good, and I get nowhere near the views that Rick Beato gets.
About that. I just was thinking about that if I ever was going to quit YouTube, I wouldn't make a video about quitting YouTube. Love to know your thoughts.
Right.
Check out my new Beato book.
There's actually a bigger picture to this video, and I'm going to keep this simple and sweet. One of the things that you should learn from this Rick Beato video is the simple fact that, one, he's mastered his craft when it comes to not only music theory, but to creating content. A lot of his videos go viral, and it's not by coincidence. It's because he understands the process. Like, first, you got to hook people into the videos. He started off with nothing lasts forever. It seems like he was going to quit, right? So he kind of told a story. You know, he made sure that he engaged with you guys. And then he got to the climax where he was just talking about watching YouTubers that make videos. And then he pivoted off back into, you know, if he's going to quit or not, which he ain't going to quit. And then guess what? The sales pitch to his book and stuff like that. That is the end of the story right there. Brilliant, genius shit. Make sure y'all check out 16 Levels. Nah, I'm just playing.